Hi, youngpreneurs. I want to address an issue today, and this issue it's a very big issue in the African youths, and it's not something that just began today, but it is something that began with the older generations, but it wasn't corrected. Up to now, we are still finding excuses and even starting to find slogans to make it seem like it's the normal thing to do. This thing is about poor time management. You always hear slogans like, oh, this is African time. But, okay, who has ever seen a clock that is like, okay, now I'm counting. And white people's time goes faster and your time goes slower? No. We are using the same clock. So the world is going fast. We are living in an almost international world right now. You'll find that there's a time where you won't know which country used to have which race. Because we are intertwined. We are competing for the same opportunities. We are living in the same societies. But why is it that we are failing to move with the progress? Why are we not progressing with the society? Society is moving fast, but we are refusing to move at the same pace as Africans, as the young people. Yes, our elders made the same mistakes, but we can correct it. We can find ways to manage time. Because think about it. By not keeping time, you're being inconsiderate of the other person who is on the other side waiting for you. By showing up 10 minutes late, you're disrespecting the other person. And it's okay, fine. Sometimes it's out of your control to not be late. But even some of you don't take an extra mile to communicate. For instance, think of it. If you're going to, let's say, if you're going to have a meeting, fine, and you're driving, then you land into the biggest jam ever. And you're not communicating to me as a person who is waiting for you. Do you assume, I'm assuming you're going to be stuck in jam by osmosis or what? By seeing this jam, even if you're thinking you're on time, you're able to text this person that, you know what, I'm anticipating to be late by 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Why? By doing this, even if the person will be pissed off in a way, but they will be like, okay, she communicated on time. So they are able to try to do something else as they wait for you. Instead of sitting there thinking you're going to be on time, when in actual sense you're going to be late and you already know it, but you're not communicating. Because if you find a short-tempered person, you're going to lose out on the chance. You're going to lose out on meeting them. And some of you have lost interviews that were to lead you to the biggest opportunities in your life because you decided to be late. And sometimes, like, you people who drive, we get this arrogance of, how can I be seen out of my car jumping on a boda boda? Hell yes, you can. You can jump on that boda boda if it means you being on time, because some opportunities come once in a lifetime, honestly. And sometimes, if you're dealing with a person who is strict on time management and you show up late on the first opportunity they give you, that is the biggest turn-off you will give them. They will never respect you from that time. So if it means you finding a spot to park your car and jump on a border, do it. Do it. Unless it's totally out of your control, do not try to find reasons to be late. Because it shows you, it brings you off as a disrespectful person, as a person who is not serious with their commitments, as a person who disregards other people's time and feelings. Because if I'm going to meet you and you're showing up late, you're going to reach there and I'm irritated. And it means you don't care. You don't even care enough to tell me like, oh, I'm stuck in jam. And why are you even telling me you're stuck in jam? Get out of that jam, park somewhere and jump on a border. So what are we going to do about this time management thing? I want to give you a few tips that will help you. First of all, sleep early. Because, these sayings don't lie. They say early to bed, early to rise. When you sleep early, by 5, let's say you sleep by 9. By 5 a.m., your body is already awake. Your brain is ready to wake up. So sleep early. Avoid sleeping late, because sleeping late makes you so tired in the morning. But when you sleep early and you get your 4 hours of sleep, by 5 you're ready to go. The next thing is keep your alarm away from your bed so that it doesn't affect you. Whenever the alarm is so close to your bed, you will always be tempted to snooze it. But when it's, let's say, on your laptop table, by the time you walk the distance from your bed to a laptop table, you're awake. Okay, you're slightly awake. And as soon as you feel that, like, as soon as you're up, hit the sink, wash your face with cold water. That also will help you wake up. Fourth thing, do not sit down to read. Those things, some things we see in magazines and in videos and what, like, or read. No. Work on your body, exercise. Exercising will not only work on your body, but it also helps your mind wake up. Exercise to give your mind a chance to wake up more. Because as you exercise, blood is running to your brain. So you're waking yourself up. And after exercising, still, if possible, okay, some people have it, some don't. Find a time to sit down and meditate. If it means saving time, by the time you're doing all this, after washing your face, you're setting up your bathing water and all that, sit down and relax. Meditate, even if it means meditating for 10 minutes. That's when you meditate, because now you've exercised your body and you're coming down to set the pace for the day. After that, people who drive, avoid leaving home after 7. You're supposed to leave home before 7, especially if you're living far away from your office. Unless you're so close to your office, before 7 is the time when you leave home. Reaching early doesn't hurt because it helps you take on some tasks that are part of the work you're supposed to do for the day. So you can easily maybe answer your emails, check what you're supposed to do, write down your tasks, and all that. And it doesn't affect you. It's like you're just easing your day because you're handling tasks early. So I hope this really helps someone who is very bad at time management. Master these tips. Like, you should master them because the world is moving fast. And if you're going to be a successful young entrepreneur, time management is one of the factors you need to master. Thank me later.